Welcome back to teleSUR English. We now go live to Colombia as there is a new bulletin of the National Electoral Council. Let's check this information. As the National Electoral Council informs, this is the 9th bulletin issued this afternoon on the Sunday, also with 79.63% of the voting stations counted and also the voting stations surveyed and informed. In this case, we can say that Rodolfo Hernández and Marelen Castillo from the Anti-Corruption Rulers League, they have 46.68%. We stress this information. Rodolfo Hernández and Marelen Castillo, the right-wing coalition contenders, they have 46.68% of the votes counted, while Gustavo Petro and Francia Márquez, they are the coalition historical pact, they are the leftist candidates, the leftist runners, they have 51.07% of the votes counted. As we see, the difference is getting up. The difference is also getting wider. In this case, it's still slight. It's just 5 percentage points, but this is a significantly advance, a significantly lead for Gustavo Petro and Francia Márquez as they are getting higher in this count, and also they are getting in the lead of the pack of this count of the voting in these presidential elections of Colombia on Sunday, June 19th. And now we stress this information. Rodolfo Hernández and Marelen Castillo, the right-wing contenders, have 46.68% of the votes, almost 47% of the votes, while Gustavo Petro and Francia Márquez of the coalition Historical Pact, they have 51.07%, over just a little over 51% of the votes. As we know, this is the bulletin number 9, the 9th bulletin, with 79.63% of the votes counted. We have a new update, a new count. In this case, this is the 10th bulletin with 89.35% of the votes counted of the voting tables and the stations counted. In this case, Rodolfo Hernández and Marelen Castillo, they have 46.85%. They got up in this count. And Gustavo Petro and Francia Márquez, they have 50.88%. As we see, the difference is so slight, it's discrete, but Gustavo Petro and Francia Márquez, they keep the lead in these presidential elections in this count. We stress this information, we reiterate the information, the statistics, and the data. Gustavo Petro and Francia Márquez, they are the contenders for the Historical Pact coalition. They have 50%, a little over 50% of the votes, 50.88%, while Rodolfo Hernández and Marelen Castillo, they are the right-wing runners. They have 46.85% of the votes. This is the final. I beg your pardon, this is one of the preliminary counts in these presidential elections. This is the data so far at 6 p.m. local time, also 5 p.m. local time in Colombia. And we were updating information on Colombia's presidential elections. If you want more, stay with us.